Hey, what's up? I'm Emma and this is RADD TV, and we have some very special guests today. Give it up for Bird and Byron. Woo! Thanks for being with us today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Cool. Can you just start by telling us about who you are, where you grew up, your role in the band?
Yeah, so I was originally born in Dayton, Ohio, and I lived in Columbus for around 20 years with my parents, and then moved out to California recently, and I am the singer and a songwriter as well.
Cool.
I was born in Columbus. I've lived here through high school. Then I went to Nashville, Tennessee for college.
Okay.
And then right after college, I came back to Ohio. That's how we formed the band. And then I moved out to California a few months before Blake. And I am the lead guitarist in the band.
Cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
So you guys are living in LA now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you just back visiting here? Are you like quarantining here, or how's that going?
Yeah, exactly. We're quarantining. Yeah, just staying with parents and trying to keep everyone safe.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what brought you out to LA?
So I got a job at a film company in LA, so that's what brought me out. And then,
Yeah, I just followed him there because
Okay.
we planned on continuing with this songwriting thing. So
Right.
I just
Cool.
followed him to his place.
Cool. So are you doing that full time then, or are you guys doing music full time right now?
yeah, so I'm working throughout the week, and then at night and on weekends we try to write and record music.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Do you guys come from a musical background? Is anyone else in your family? Musical?
Not in my family at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mom's side's very musical. Her dad, my grandfather, was super talented at drums and piano, and I think that's where my brother and I got our musical talent.
Cool. Did they have a band or anything growing up?
No, my grandfather was in the army band, so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
he played in the service. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So when did you guys know that you wanted to be in a band? How did you guys get together?
It was around, I think, June or July of last year, so we're still very new.
Yeah.
And we just played a couple times and practiced and wrote a little bit, and we decided, I got kind of the okay from my parents and stuff like that to continue on with my passion. So we just decided to do it for real.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. How did you guys come up with Bird and Byron as your name? Obviously, that's your last names, but did you guys have any other names in
Yeah.
mind?
It's not actually our last name.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, really?
yeah, no. When I was born, my mom said I looked like a baby bird. So, yeah, so I just kind of picked that up.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and then Byron came. So when I moved out to LA, I got really into movies, and James Dean's like one of my favorite actors, and we're trying to figure out the name, and then Blake asked me what his middle name was, and it was Byron. So we
Okay.
thought the alliteration worked well.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. I love it. So if you guys could like open up for one person or one band or whoever, or collaborate with somebody, who would it be?
For me, it would be the Black Keys
That's
or
good.
Dan Auerbach in general. He's super talented. And
Yeah.
it would be a dream to work with him.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If I were to work with anyone, I'd probably work with whoever produced the Alabama Shakes records. They're like my favorite band, and
Yeah.
their records are incredible.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If I were to open up for anyone, I don't know, maybe probably the Alabama Shakes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. So you guys are like your genre you go by soul, rock, and spirit. Can you tell us a little bit more about your style?
Yeah, I think we're trying to infuse kind of like a soul and blues rock into more like pop stylings. Something like write catchy verses and hooks and stuff like that, but still kind of have tinges of like older music.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
People always say like John Lennon and Paul McCartney, they just were better together. There's just kind of a sort of magic when two people worked so well together. Were you guys ever worried about like how your music would come together?
I mean, Blake and I kind of hit it off like right off the bat. Like we we found out really fast that we had like similar music backgrounds and like similar music tastes, and we just gelled really well. And that's something that's keeping our inspiration going throughout quarantine, is kind of finding new music and sharing it with each other, and having that similar musical taste is really helpful.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
What motivates you guys to create songs and play your music?
It's a hard question. I love to perform, but I also like to write a good song that people can connect with. I think lyrics are one of our bigger strengths sometimes. So just connecting with people through lyrics, because people can pick up anything and really connect with really any lyric. So
And you said you did most of the songwriting, or is it both of you guys? How does that work?
we split it pretty equally.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Do you remember when you first started writing music?
I picked up the guitar around 14, I think.
14? Oh, that's so young.
And then I just put it down for like a year or two. I couldn't get it, and then I picked it back up. And I think I started writing songs around 16 or 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first song?
Oh, that I wrote?
Yeah.
I think it was a song called like "Take Me Back" or something.
Take Me Back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
I started playing guitar when I was 12, and then I played it on and off until around 15, and then I kind of started getting serious. I started songwriting right when I was around 15. We would have like little high school events, and I would always play like original music and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How are you guys as musicians getting through COVID-19? Has it changed things?
It's just giving us more time to work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually when we're in LA, our evenings and our weekends are dedicated to songwriting and recording and things like that. But now, depending on Nick's work schedule, we get a lot of time to just delve into songs and just really work them.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a blessing in disguise.
Right. Yeah.
So you guys just released a new song last Friday, Alone, which is awesome.
Thank you.
You guys did so great on that. I love it. If you guys could put that song in one movie scene, what would it be?
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
I imagine like sitting by the pool, like sipping on champagne or something.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely get like Pacific Coast vibes from the song. So I think maybe driving along Highway 1 out in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. What's the inspiration behind that song?
I had a friend come visit me the week that I wrote it, and he's just kind of crazy. He's just like a crazy person.
How so?
He's just indulgent.
Okay.
So
That's a good way to put it.
it was just kind of a reflection on just being that way, just and wishing that you could tell him like, hey man, like all this stuff isn't too good for you, but people don't always listen.
Yeah. Very cool. So is it like a pretty easy song to write?
No.
No?
That was one of our tougher songs.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it went through probably 6 or 7 transformations. It originally started out really lo-fi with just 2 guitars, and then it kind of turned into more of like a soul rock, like classic rock, but it was a lot slower. Then we reworked it one more time, kind of figured out the lyrics, and then we sent it off to one of our producers, Trip Churchill, and he just kind of made it a little like pop and boppy.
Yeah,
so it was
it's
cool.
definitely got that vibe.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Awesome. If fans had to remember you guys by one thing, what would that be?
For me, it would be that we're great songwriters first and foremost. And I think that's what we take big pride in, is not limiting ourselves to one genre, but just making a good song all around.
I love that.
Yeah, we kind of just want to dip our feet into everything.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really want to hold back. Like we have one song that we're performing today, and the original recording has a lot of like Middle Eastern melodic changes and stuff like that. So
That's fun.
kind of like desert rock, but
Yeah. Very cool. What do you guys think your biggest challenge has been so far?
Probably the COVID-19. I
Mhm.
mean, we were gearing up to play some live shows. Like
Okay.
we had one scheduled in Columbus, but this whole pandemic kind of pushed us
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threw you for a
inside.
loop.
And,
it's just a matter of keeping everybody safe.
Mhm.
So it was a problem initially, just because getting back to Columbus was kind of tough. Just honestly, just going through the airport and stuff like that was kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
scary. But yeah, I think I like your answer.
What would you say to a new artist trying to get their name out there? I know you guys are fairly new still, but you
Yeah.
guys have done a great job so far. So
We've both been playing music forever, so even though we've only been around as a group for a little bit, it's really just the idea of you have to keep trying and keep improving and keep putting in new ideas that you learn into music that you're writing. And it sounds kind of cliche to say never give up, but it's if you keep improving, people will eventually notice.
what's been the best advice you've gotten?
some advice that I've gotten is just like believe in your sound, no matter like what direction you go in. Just like don't let anyone kind of like change like what you're passionate about, and like just
Yeah.
really take a hold of like what excites you, and just like
Yeah.
just believe in your sound.
Yeah. Just be you. That's great.
Too much of anything is a bad thing. My dad told me that. He says that all the time. But it's like, just, if you put too much time into something, like even hard work, if you're working too hard, it's obviously gonna do like rounds to your mental and stuff like that. So just being kind of balanced in life and just
Yeah, that's good advice.
yeah.
What do you guys like to do outside of music?
It's kind of
Just
weird.
music.
It's kind of weird because these past few months it's just been music 24/7.
Yeah, there's not so much you can do.
I'm a barista as a job, so I guess I like making coffee.
What's your go-to coffee drink?
I just like plain black coffee, a good cup
That's the
of
way to
black
go.
coffee. Yeah.
Can't poison it with anything else.
Yeah.
Right. I love to watch movies and read.
What's your favorite movie?
Oof, oh God.
Currently, we'll do that. 'Cause that's a
Currently?
hard question.
Probably The Irishman.
The Irishman.
Yeah.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I
It's
watched
great.
Peaky Blinders, but
Oh, that's a great.
That
show.
was a good
I love
one.
that.
We got a chance to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
oh really?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
so
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
How
It's great.
fun. What was your guys' favorite concert? This can be together or separate that you've ever been to, or festival.
I went to Lollapalooza when I was 18 in 2016. Yeah.
Okay. Who are some headliners then?
Well, my favorite part of that was I saw the Alabama Shakes. I've
Of
talked about
course.
them this whole time, but they opened up for Paul McCartney,
Oh, that's
and I was in the
amazing.
pit for 8 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just to stay and
That's
watch it all.
wild.
Yeah, and I only had like a half bottle of water, and it was
Were you dying?
crazy. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Totally.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How fun.
One show that always sticks with me is I went and saw Arctic Monkeys
Oh yeah.
in Nashville,
oh fun.
and I've always been a huge fan, and like, just watching them and like learning about their history from like coming from nothing and like being like selling out stadiums
Wow.
and just being able to see them in person. Like,
That's inspiring.
Like, blew my mind. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so great. All right. Tell me your guys' best or worst Lyft or Uber story.
My best Uber story, we only had like a 5 or 10 minute drive, and our Uber had a karaoke machine in the Uber.
Oh, that's great.
Did you guys get down?
Yeah, so we didn't, I mean, it was a short drive, so I asked him like, hey, can I sing Frank Sinatra? And he's like, yeah. And all my friends were just like cracking up.
Was he like shocked how good you were?
I think he was just like kind of weirded out.
He's just like, what's happening?
He's like, why do you want to sing Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, it's probably not his typical go-to. He hears from people.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really have like a crazy story, but like I always love Ubers that let you like play your own music,
Mhm.
like hand
That's
you
big.
the aux, and like it always makes the drive a lot better.
We
Oh,
got,
yeah.
Yeah, we got a chance to meet a lot of just taking Ubers in Los Angeles. We've met
Yeah.
a lot of
great.
actresses and actors. Just
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, just trying to get work. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
fun.
to talk to people like that. It's great.
Yeah.
Can you name drop anyone?
No, it's nobody famous.
Oh.
It's, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. What are your guys' plans for the future? Do you guys have any new songs coming out, albums, or like touring? Like once we get through COVID.
Yeah, we have a few songs in the works right now
Mm-hmm.
that I think people are going to be very surprised by. It's not too similar to what we just released, so
Okay.
it's going to be a little harder and grittier than Alone was, but I think
Mhm.
people are going to like it a lot.
Are those coming out like soon?
I think within probably the next month or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think we're shooting for
exciting.
late June.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. And then within the next few years, just continuing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Stay steady with our management.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get enough out, hopefully get picked up by a label or something.
Very cool. Are you guys planning on sticking around Columbus for a while, or will you go back to LA?
I'm planning to go back like mid to late June, and then he'll follow me like right
Yeah, probably
Okay.
early
After
July. Yeah.
Okay, cool. My last question is, do you think Carol Baskin did it?
I haven't even watched that.
Yeah. I haven't
What?
watched it either.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Neither of you have?
No, I don't even watch Netflix. Rarely.
Just say yes.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did it.
I know the last like Avatar: The Last Airbender is on Netflix now, so I'm probably gonna watch that.
Ooh, that's big. I
But-
didn't know that was on there.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the
I
only
can't believe
thing
you guys haven't watched that. It's
I
like one of
know.
the biggest stocks
I know.
out there.
I watched American Horror Story
Mm.
and I watched like Wild something. I forget what it is.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I like watching documentaries
You
on
do?
Netflix. Yeah.
Have you seen the new Michael Jordan one?
No, I haven't.
Gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out like episode by episode though. It's like a docu-series. I
Yeah.
need to watch that.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Okay, cool. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for
Great.
joining
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you, Emma.